Welcome dear students, a very warm welcome to your own channel Digitonus, your gateway to digital education. This video is in continuation with my last video for class 10th, Unit 2, Electronic Spreadsheet Advanced. In our last video, we have learned how to create 3D sum and how to use consolidating data feature. And we have also discussed the difference between the 3D sum and data consolidation. Fine. In continuation, in this video, we are going to cover the topic that is creating subtotals and how to use what if analysis and what is the benefit of using what if scenarios. So let's start with the video tutorial. Now, in Unit 2, Electronic Spreadsheet Advanced, that is for class 10th, the topic that creating subtotals, that what do you mean by subtotals? Now, subtotals, suppose we have a data here in my Excel sheet that is product name, quantity sold, price and amount. I have made this data. Now, we have different data like pencil, eraser, then again pencil we have purchased, then again pencil, eraser, pencil, sharpener. Okay. Now, subtotal means that it will just add all the product name at one place to show what is the subtotal of a single product. Now, as you can see here, these product names are shuffled. Fine. So, to use the subtotal feature, what we need to do, we need to just sort it out. This column need to be sorted out. Fine. So first we will sort out this column. Let's select this column. Now go to the home and in the last part, that is editing group, you will find sort and filter. So I am sorting it, expand the and sort it. Now what we have done, we have sorted this data. So all the product eraser are at one place, then pencil at one place and sharpener at one place. They are arranged in a group. Fine. Now, what is the benefit of using subtotal feature? It will showcase all the product group wise, that what is the quantity sold, price, amount. Fine. Now, how to use this? Select the data, the complete data first. Now, go to the data tab. Inside the data tab, you will find an outline group, okay, where my cursor is. In the outline group, what you need to select? You need to select the option that is subtotal. Now, once you click on this option subtotal, what you are getting a subtotal dialog box. Now, in the first part, that is at each change in, it means where you want to make a change, in which column you want to make a change. At each change in, suppose in my data, I have a product that is eraser. So, after eraser, I want a subtotal. After pencil, I want a subtotal, and after sharpener, I want a subtotal. So, at each change in means in which column you want to make this change, and like suppose there is a product name, quantity sold, price, amount. So, it's showing each and every column you have in your data. So, suppose I am selecting this product name. I want the subtotal based on my products. Now, use function. Use function means that how you want to calculate this. Now there are multiple function, sum, count, average, max, minimum, product. Okay, like yesterday in our previous video we have discussed in consolidating, there are several functions. The same way in subtotal also we are getting several function. By default it's sum, so I am selecting the same one. Now add subtotal to, what does it mean? Means which subtotal you want. You want the subtotal of quantity sold, you want price also subtotal, or a total amount. So I have selected all the three to showcase the subtotal of quantity sold for a single product eraser, then price and then amount. So I have selected all. It is up to you which column, okay, you want to select. Once you have selected, once you have finished with the changes you want to do, then click on OK. As soon as you click on OK, you will find, see, eraser, then eraser total, quantity sold 89, price 21 and amount 466. So this is the benefit of using this subtotal feature. It will give you a subtotal of multiple items you have in your list at one place. Fine. Now pencil, you can see pencil subtotal is 72, quantity sold 72, then price 20 and amount 372. Same way for sharpener, we have two subtotals 27, quantity sold, then price 10 and amount 135. Apart from this, it also show the grand total of all the values. For quantity sold, it is 188, price total is 51, and the amount is 973. Fine. Now suppose you don't have any interest, you just want to see what is the total of eraser, pencil and sharpener. You don't want how much quantity for different product like eraser 30 quantity, then eraser 35 quantity. You don't have any interest in this data, but you have interest in what? You just want to see what is the subtotal for eraser, pencil and sharpener. So on my left side of this screen, you can find there are numbers mentioned 1, 2, 3. Third, we are viewing right now. This is the third part. Once we click on second, what it will show? It will only show the subtotal part while hiding the details. So when I am clicking on this second button, you will find that only the product subtotals are shown while hiding the rest of the details. So eraser total, pencil total, sharpener total. Fine. You don't have any interest in viewing this part also. You want to see only the grand total. So you can click on the first part, number 1. So you will just get a grand total part. Is that clear, students? Now again, if you want to see the details of the subtotals only, then you can select the second option, and if you want to see all the details, means the subtotal of the individual values, so you can click on the third part. Fine. Once you have finished it, you want your data in the original form. You just want to remove all the subtotal and all the condition you have applied. What you have to do, go to the data tab again. In the data tab, select the subtotal option again in the outline group, and then there is a option on the left hand side of the OK button. You will find remove all. So once you click on remove all, it will remove all the condition and all the columns you have selected for subtotals, and your data will be back in the original part. So that's all for this topic, that is subtotal. Okay. Now moving to the next, we have a very wonderful feature and a very advanced feature, that is what if analysis. So I have created another worksheet. You can see here what if tool. So once I have selected this, already I have placed the data just to save my time and yours also. So what is what if analysis? What if analysis is a kind of like assumptions you are making on your data. Suppose, for example, like you have seen in cricket tournament, okay, you get a predicted score. If the run rate per over will be 10, then this will be the predicted run score. If the run rate for this part, okay, if the run rate for per hour is 15 run per hour, then this will be the predicted score. So that is an assumption. We are making an assumption that if condition goes this way, what will be the output? If condition goes that way, what will be the output? So this is all about what if analysis. What if, it's the term itself says that अगर ऐसा हुआ तो रिजल्ट पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आएगा, अगर वैसा हुआ तो रिजल्ट क्या होगा. So that is all about what if analysis. Now how to use this? For that I have created a data, that serial number, then we have product name, quantity, price, discount and net amount. Now suppose I want to create some scenarios if discount for that sports shoes will be raised by 3% more. अगर मेरा ये जो डिस्काउंट है स्पोर्ट्स शूज पे ये 22 ना होकर 25 हो गया तो क्या इफेक्ट आएगा, व्हाट विल बी द नेट अमाउंट. इफ I raise the price for jacket by ₹100, then what will be the net amount? So it is all called assumptions. Now how to use this what if scenario, what if analysis? For that what you need to do, you go to the data tab in the data tab there is a group that is forecast, and in forecast there is an option that is what if analysis. Now in this, select this drop down arrow, and once you click on this scenario manager option, you will be getting a dialog box, scenario manager dialog box. Now in this dialog box it is written as no scenarios defined, choose add to add scenarios. Now what we have to do here, we have to add the scenarios, means we have to add our assumptions. Okay, we have to create condition. Now for that, what I am doing, I am clicking on this add button. Once I click on this add button, it will ask me to create a scenario by giving it a name. So I am writing here discount on sport shoes 1, means the first discount, first condition I am creating. Now here it is written changing cell. Now changing cell means that by changing the value of which cell you want to see the impact on your result. So changing cell will be E2, okay, not D4, but it has to be E2, where the discount percentage for sports shoes is mentioned. So once we have to select the cell, so I have selected E2. Once I have selected, then click on OK. Okay, you click on OK. Now it will be asking you for the value, means you have to increase or decrease the value as per your requirement. Suppose I want to see what will be the net amount if I give the discount not 22 but 25. Fine. So I am clicking on this add. This I am creating as a first scenario. Now second scenario, discount on sports shoes 2. Second scenario, by changing cell, again I am selecting the same cell, that is E2, and then OK. If I am giving a discount of 20%, what will be the impact on my net amount? Add. Again, now suppose this will be the third scenario. Third scenario I am creating as, suppose I increase the amount for shirt, the price for the shirt. So I am creating here shirt price 1. Again changing cell, the target cell you have to select. So we have to select the shirt price cell, that is 945. It means D4. We have selected and click on OK. Right now the price is 945. I say that if I increase the price and sold it at 985, then what will be the impact? So I am clicking on add. Now again second scenario for this shirt price 2, changing cell D4. Okay. If I am selling it at a price of 1050, then what will be the impact on my net amount? Now this add option is used here if you want to create more scenarios. But if you have finished creating scenarios, what you can do, just after writing the final value for the cell, you click on OK. Fine. But if you want to add more scenarios, you can click on add. But if you have finished creating all the scenarios, okay, you can click on OK. Once you click on OK, you will be getting the list of all the scenarios you have created. So in total, we have created 4 scenarios, 2 for the discount on sports shoes and 2 for the price hike in the amount of shirt. Fine. Now let's see how to use these scenarios. Now suppose I want to see what will be the impact on my net amount, okay, if I raise the percentage of discount from 22 to 25%. अगर मैं डिस्काउंट 25% करता हूँ स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ पे, तो नेट अमाउंट पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आएगा? तो आई हैव सेलेक्टेड दिस सिनेरियो फ्रॉम द लिस्ट. Once I have selected, you come down and click on this show button. So once you click on this show button, you can see now the amount is 1,27,993. If we decrease the amount discount by 20. Now 1,27,994. Fine. So this is how you can see the impact. Select the scenario and then click on show. You can find the difference or the impact that will be on your targeted amount. Similarly, for shirt, we have increased the amount for shirt also. If I'm selling the shirt at a price of 985, then what will be the impact on my net amount? Right now it is 58,588 rupees and 21 paise. Let's see if we are increasing the price by 985, so it will be 61,068 and 21 paise. If we are selling it at a price of 1,050, then what will be the impact? The price, the net amount will be 65,098 rupees and 21 paise. So this is all about assumption. What if analysis or the scenario manager helps you to create some assumption, to create some scenarios. If the condition goes this way, then what will be the impact on your amount? If the condition goes that way, then what will be the impact on your amount? You can create any kind of data. For example, you can create, suppose you have purchased a loan from a bank, and if you want to see what will be the principal amount you have to return to the bank on certain rate of interest. Suppose if a bank is charging interest rate 8%, then how much amount you have to repay? If the bank has charged an interest on 9%, how much amount you have to repay? So that is all about that you can create multiple conditions and you can see the result. What will be the result if the condition goes this way or that way? So this is all about what if analysis. I hope every student has understood this concept. Fine. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe it along with your friends and family members, and please click on the bell icon to receive the latest notification for any further updates. So thank you dear student, thank you so much.